Imagine walking across burning sands, barefoot, while a cracked, ancient skull is physically fused to the flesh of your own hand. That is the physical reality for this solitary figure. This is Kaal Bhairav, the master of time and destruction. Despite his status as a supreme deity, he walks in total isolation, dragging the weight of a devastating curse that neither his power nor his divinity can simply erase. Controlling death and time usually means you dictate the rules of reality. You don't suffer under them. So why did the universe's most terrifying judge sentence himself to 12 years of grueling, humiliating punishment? The answer lies at the dawn of creation, in Satyalok. Lord Brahma, the architect of the universe, originally possessed a fifth head. It pointed straight up, symbolizing an ego that had grown to rival the cosmos itself. Brahma looked at his creation and declared himself the supreme authority, claiming total superiority over Vishnu, the preserver, and Shiva, the destroyer. Shiva responded by opening his third eye. Dark smoke erupted from the flame and coalesced into the four-armed silhouette of Kaal Bhairav, a terrifying force born for a single surgical purpose. Shiva deployed Bhairav as a cosmic corrective measure. His creation was a mechanical necessity to strip away a dangerous, unchecked ego before it could permanently unbalance the universe. The execution was brief. Bhairav raised no weapon, instead using a single swipe of his fingernail to sever Brahma's fifth head from his body. But as the head fell, it transformed into a hollow skull and fused instantly to Bhairav's calm. No matter how he shook his hand or pulled at the bone, it would not budge. In cutting down the creator, Bhairav had triggered the law of Brahmahatya, the ultimate sin of killing a Brahmin. It is a crime so severe that the cosmic legal code provides no exemptions, even for the gods. This moment established a terrifying precedent. By punishing the creator, Bhairav took on the weight of the universe's greatest crime. His divinity offered no immunity from the consequences of his actions. Bhairav didn't attempt to use his power to bypass the law. He accepted the verdict immediately, sentencing himself to 12 years of wandering as a beggar to atone for the blood on his hands. When the celestial sage Narad asked why a supreme god would submit to such a humiliating human law, Bhairav's answer focused on the future of humanity. He argued that if the gods ignore the laws of Dharma to suit themselves, the humans of the future will follow that example. To prevent the moral collapse of the world that was yet to be born, the deity had to prove that the law remains absolute. This self-inflicted penance was a demonstration of leadership. Bhairav chose to uphold the integrity of the system by showing that the consequences of an action must be carried to their end, regardless of the status of the actor. As Bhairav began his exile, the cosmos fell silent. Without its judge, the universe entered a period of mourning, with even the winds and stars seeming to pause in sorrow. He lived as a Kapalik, a skull-bearer. He walked through the world starving, yet no one would offer him alms. To help him was to risk absorbing a portion of his colossal sin, leaving him in a state of total social and spiritual exile. For 12 years, his only company was a black dog and the skull fused to his hand. He endured hunger and absolute isolation, yet he never once used his divine power to shorten his sentence or ease his pain. This grueling endurance is still echoed in the extreme asceticism seen today. The wandering mystics who coat themselves in ash and carry human skulls walk a path tracing directly back to the physical reality of Bhairav's penance. This 12-year ordeal was the necessary price of restoration. By refusing to hide from his guilt, Bhairav proved that even the most powerful force in the universe is subject to cause and effect. Finally, bleeding and exhausted, Bhairav reached the borders of Kashi. In ancient texts, this city is Shiva's ultimate sanctuary, a place where the weight of cosmic sin is neutralized by the sanctity of the ground. The moment his feet touched the soil of Varanasi, the skull began to vibrate. After 12 years, the bone finally detached from his palm and sank into the earth, signaling that his debt had been paid in full. Shiva's voice echoed through the city, rewarding this absolute submission to Dharma. Bhairav was appointed the eternal Kotwal, the supreme guardian and police chief of Kashi. As the curse lifted, devtas and sages gathered to offer a massive prayer of gratitude. They bowed not just to Bhairav's power, but to the discipline he showed in honoring the law that governed them all. Bhairav's transition from a sinner in exile to the guardian of the holy city suggests a core principle of his worship. While force can destroy an ego, true authority is built through the patient endurance of consequences. Today, the mystery of the Kotwal continues at his temple in Varanasi. Devotees offer liquor to the lips of his idol, only to watch as the liquid disappears, a phenomenon that remains unexplained by modern observation. His authority over the city's dead is just as absolute. At the burning ghats, tradition holds that Kaal Bhairav himself appears to dying souls, whispering the Tarak mantra to grant them instant passage into moksha. The story of Kaal Bhairav serves as a testament to the weight of one's actions. Even for the master of time, there were no shortcuts. His 12-year sentence had to be walked mile by mile. The mythology suggests that divine peace isn't found by escaping one's karma, but by facing it with the same righteous endurance that the god of time once demonstrated on the burning sands. But the Kotwal of Kashi has an even darker side. In our next episode, we go beyond the temples to explore Kaal Bhairav's connection to the Aghoris and the terrifying world of Tantra Vidya.